Robin, thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. So this is Avengers baseball. As you can see, the Avengers, this created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for PlayStation 4, has taken the place of the San Diego Padres in the National League West. They are in second place. They're one game behind the first place Los Angeles Dodgers. So let's jump into the schedule. Sam Jackson is the next starter in this three-game set against the Chicago White Sox. The Avengers won the first game 9-4. They're going for win number 2 in this three-game set at home. Play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the home team at Crosley Field, designated home ballpark for the Avengers. Let's rock and roll. Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson suffered an injury during today's pregame activities. He will not be able to play at full strength today. Might be a good time. Okay, I'll replace him. All right, let's see. Let's go a spot start for who's got the most stamina? Paul Bettany. Paul Bettany will make a spot start. Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Benedict Wong. No. Tom Holland, Clark Gregg, Anthony Mackie, Terrence Howard. Let's fix this lineup. Cheadle, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr. Actually, we'll go Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chadwick Boseman, Mark Ruffalo, Idris Elba, Vin Diesel. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. Avengers are 26-15, playing the White Sox. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Imagine if... Oh, well, anyway. I hit, I field, I pitch. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. And I play the game on the difficulty setting of All-Star. Here we go. Welcome to an afternoon matchup between the White Sox and the Hollywood Avengers. On the mound for the Avengers, spot start. Right before the game, Sam Jackson pulled his groin. So Paul Bettany is now making his first start of the season. From the bullpen, he was 1-1 with a 2.57 earned run average over 21 innings. This is the first start of his career. Leading off for the Chicago White Sox is Dustin Pedroia, 275, 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. To lead off the game. Here comes the pitch from Vision. And that's a line drive. Base hit to center field. And there's a leadoff single for Dustin Pedroia here in the top of the first. Here's the replay. Hard line drive to center. Next up is Hanley Ramirez, 247, 10 homers, 28 runs batted in. Fly ball to left center field. There is Cheadle. He makes the catch for out number 1. War Machine with the catch. Starting lineup for the White Sox, Dustin Pedroia is at second, Hanley Ramirez is short. Anthony Rendon is at third. Adam Dunn is in left. Paul Goldschmidt is at first. Hunter Pence is a right fielder. Catcher is Yasmani Grandal. Mikael Franco is the DH, and Yaro Munoz is batting ninth. Third baseman Anthony Rendon, 305, 5 homers, 16 runs batted in. Just misses with the fastball. Ball 1. Avengers are 11 games over 500. That is Terrence Howard playing shortstop today, and Idris Elba in left field. Ground ball past the third baseman and into left field. It is a base hit. And there are 2 runners on and only 1 out here in the top of the first. Right between shortstop and third base. So next up is Adam Dunn, 250, 2 homers, 14 runs batted in. Fouls off the 101-mile-an-hour fastball for strike one. Fouls off the sinking fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. 2 runners on, 1 away. Yesterday, Adam Dunn went 0 for 4. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup, or the curveball, better yet. And that's the second out of the inning. First strikeout for Paul Bettany.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So with 2 down, up steps the first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. 273, 7 homers, 23 runs batted in.
Inside, ball 1.
Pitch misses inside, ball 1. Changeup floats in there for strike one. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Goldschmidt. No score here in the top of the first inning. Second game of a 3-game series between these 2 ball clubs. Avengers won the first game 9-4. That's a ground ball up the middle. It is a base hit. Rounding third and heading home. It is an RBI single for Goldschmidt, and the Chicago White Sox lead 1-0.
The right fielder, number 8.
They have been hitting him hard. We need a mound visit. Okay, Paul, just chill the fuck out. Hunter Pence is stepping up to the plate. 278, 13 homers, 31 runs batted in. Some good old morning baseball with your iced coffee. Welcome, Outlander. Thank you for joining the stream. I tried to stay up as late as I could last night, but you West Coast folks just wore me out. I couldn't stay up. So, runners at first and second. 2 away here in the top of the first. 1 run already crosses the plate. Pitch is low, ball 1. Paul Bettany needed to make a spot start. It's all good, my friend. I thank you. I appreciate it. Tried to stay for as long as I could, and then I passed out. So Paul Bettany is making a spot start because of a groin injury. Sinking fastball in there. Strike 1. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Groin injury to Sam Jackson right before the ball game. So misses inside with the curve. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Paul Bettany's trying to get through those first inning jitters. Not expecting to start today. Up the third base line. You killed it in game 2. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. I should have stayed awake. Fouled off the fastball. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second here in the top of the first. 1 run across. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count remains 2-2 on Hunter Pence. Up the first base line, and it is a base hit, and it will roll into, cut off by Vin Diesel. A run will score, and it's an RBI double for Hunter Pence, his 11th of the season, and the Chicago White Sox now have a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. Right down that first base line, past the lunge by Robert Downey Jr. at first. Strong throw by Vin Diesel, but unable to get him at second. Little offline. Next up is Yasmani Grandal hitting a .175, 3 homers, 8 runs batted in. Sinker in there, strike 1. Also, you got an RBI to get the first point of the game. Then extra innings, you hit it in the gap and drove in the winning runs. Oh yeah, RC Robbin earning his salary. Pitch sliced out of play. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Grandal. Runners at second and third in scoring position with 2 away. Big moment in the game. Fouls it off. Big difference between a 2-0 lead and a 4-0 lead. Swing and a miss. Chased the sinking fastball, and the side is retired. But here in the top of the first inning, the Chicago White Sox score 2. It's Chicago 2, the Hollywood Avengers coming to bat. On the mound is John Smoltz, making his 9th start of the season. It's 2-3 for the Chicago White Sox. ERA is 4.44. Good old John Smoltz, Hall of Fame starter, Hall of Fame closer. Don Cheadle leads off, hitting .333 on the season. War machine.
Number 10.
Here comes the first pitch from Smoltz. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate for strike one. Don has been particularly hot lately. Bouncer to the second baseman. Pedroia throws to first in time. 1 away. Starting lineup for the Avengers. Don Cheadle's in center. Robert Downey Jr. is at first. Chris Evans is the catcher. Chadwick Boseman's at third. Mark Ruffalo's at DH. Idris Elba's in left. Vin Diesel's in right. Clark Gregg is at second. Batting ninth, playing shortstop, is Terrence Howard. So, Robert Downey Jr. is 267, 4 homers, 21 runs batted in, steps up. Pitches outside, ball one. White Sox are 9 games, checked at 11 games under 500. 5th place in the American League Central Division. Fouls off the fastball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Tony Stark.
Ball.
2 balls, 1 strike
2-1.
on Iron Man. Outside, count goes 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Chris Evans. Here comes the hitter's pitch. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Ball 4, so a 1-out walk for Tony Stark. Good morning and welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It's a quick 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first for the Chicago White Sox. Up next is Steve Rogers in the Marvel Universe. 3B in the house. Welcome Biz Big Boy to the stream. Pitch to Chris Evans is outside, ball 1. It's the second game of a 3-game series between these 2 ball clubs. And that's a line drive towards the left center field gap, but racing over is the left fielder, Adam Dunn, for the 2nd out. Next up is the late, great Chadwick Boseman, playing third base for the MCU Avengers. He's hitting .321, 3 homers, 11, check that, 14 runs batted in on the season. This is the 2nd week in May in this created franchise. And he lines it to center, but there is the center fielder who makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left on at the end of 1. It's Chicago 2, the Hollywood Avengers, nothing. So we go to the top of the 2nd. Up steps Maikel Franco, hitting a .190 on the season. Paul Bettany on the mound. In there, strike 1. Fouls off the sinking fastball, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Franco. So the Avengers are 26-15 on the season. Up the first base line, fielded by Iron Man, takes it himself, and there's 1 away. Defensive alignment for these Avengers in the outfield from left to right. Idris Elba, Don Cheadle, Vin Diesel. And in the infield, Chadwick Boseman, Terrence Howard, Clark Gregg, Robert Downey Jr. at first with Chris Evans behind home plate. Those are your MCU Avengers. Next up is Yairo Munoz. I don't even know who that is. 262, 2 homers, 11 runs batted in. 1 out here in the top of the 2nd. Line drive, it is a foul ball. Strike 1. I am not a massage therapist, Outlander. It's a good guess, but incorrect. Here comes the pitch. Fouls off the sinking fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Munoz. Slow roller up the third base line, charging over from foul territory, throws to first, not in time. It is a 1-out swinging bunt base hit by Munoz, and the Chicago White Sox have a base runner. So next up, the lineup turns over. It is Dustin Pedroia, had a single in the first inning. It's 1 for 1. Fastball, strike 1. High strike called by the home plate umpire, and the count is 0-2. Misses with the changeup. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the Avengers are 26-15, but they are in second place in the National League West. They've taken the place of the San Diego Padres, and they're 1 game behind the Los Angeles Dodgers. Pedroia fouls it down the left field line. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh my God, that happened to us last night. Only I had 1 base runner off on a bunt. Well, listen, sometimes it happens. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Struck him out swinging. There's 2 away. Third strikeout of the game from Vision. So next up is Hanley Ramirez. He flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Checks his swing, but the pitch is outside. 2 outs, runner at first. 2-0 lead for the White Sox. Misses with the fastball, triple digits on the radar gun. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Ramirez. Ground ball up the middle. At his feet, does not come up with it cleanly, and it's going to be an infield single. Runners will now be at first and second with 2 away. Just for the record, I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. I play the game on All-Star just for accountability's sake. Once a game, I go to the options, gameplay, and I show the fact that it's hitting difficulty All-Star, pitching difficulty All-Star, just so people don't think that I lower the difficulty setting in order to win cheaply. Ground ball racing in is Clark Gregg, 2nd for 1. Gets the force to retire the side. So after an inning and a half of play here at Crosley Field, it's Chicago 2, the Avengers nothing. So we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps the DH, Mark Ruffalo, hitting .322, 8 homers, 28 runs batted in. The Incredible Hulk in the Marvel Universe. He carries an 8-game hitting streak into this contest. Pulls the pitch by John Smoltz, foul for strike 1. Chases a slider low, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Strange to see John Smoltz on the mound starting. I'm used to seeing him as the closer. At least that's what I remember him being. Pitch is high, count is 1-2. Oh! Either it was in there or he swung too far. Either way, it's the first strikeout of the game for John Smoltz, and there's 1 away. Next up is Idris Elba, who's been cold in his last handful of games. Overall, he's hitting .277, 2 homers, 19 runs batted in. He is Heimdall in the Marvel Universe in the Thor franchise. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Skies it to right, back to the track, right in front of the track. Hunter Pence makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 away, up steps Vin Diesel. I am Groot. 286, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. He is playing right field today. Pitch is low, ball 1. He's giving Dave Bautista a day off in right field. inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Mr. Fast and Furious. Nubber up the third base line. It is a foul ball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Diesel. Just gets a piece of the fastball. Count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. Bottom of the second. 2-0 lead for Chicago. Here comes the pitch from Smoltz. Outside. Count goes full. 3-2. On deck is Phil Coulson. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., Mr. Clark Gregg. Swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging. And the side is retired. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for John Smoltz. After 2 innings of baseball, it's the Chicago leads 2-0. So we go to the top of the third. Up steps Adam Dunn. He struck out in the first. Here comes the pitch from Bettany. Line drive caught by Robert Downey Jr. at first. 1 pitch, 1 away. Nice play by Iron Man at first. Here's the replay. Bang. So next up is Paul Goldschmidt. He had an RBI single in the first. Comes the pitch. Just misses outside, ball 1. Ground ball past the diving T'Challa at third base. Oh, and it gets past the left fielder. But unfortunately for the Avengers, Goldschmidt stopped at first base and did not take advantage of the mistake. Man, birthday party for a kid at lunch, then my father's-in-law for dinner. It's going to be a long day. Oh, well, it sucks when oh, look at this. Right past Idris Elba, rolls to the wall, but Goldschmidt remains at first, so it's just a single. Next up is Hunter Pence, RBI double. Runner at first, 1 away here in the top of the third. Sucks to be you, Mr. Outlander. Thank you for poking your head in regardless, even though you have a busy day. Pitch is in there for strike 1. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining the stream. This is Shenanigans with RC Robbin. I am RC Robbin. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe. Base hit through the right side, and just like that, there are 2 runners on and only 1 away as the Chicago White Sox threaten here in the third. Past the diving attempt by Phil Coulson. All right, it's time to, unfortunately, get some guys up in the bullpen. Josh Brolin will warm up, and, oh, God, my pitching staff is a mess. I'm going to warm up Josh Brolin and leave it at that. Line drive past the diving attempt. Runner will score. It is an RBI single, and it's a 3-0 lead. Runners will be at first and third. RBI single for, who is that, Yasmani Grandal? Absolutely. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. It's 3-0. Runners at first and third for the visiting Chicago White Sox, with only 1 away. Up steps Mikhail Franco. Fouls off the pitch for strike 1. Grounder up the third base line and through. It is a base hit. 1 run will score. The runner will stop at second. It's an RBI single for Franco, and the score is now 4-0 Chicago. So this is the second game of a 3-game series between these 2 ball clubs. The Avengers won the first game 9-4, and so far the White Sox, it's been all White Sox here in this second game. They're leading 4-0. Fouls off the first pitch. Yairo Munoz singled in the second. He's 1 for 1. Runners at first and second, 1 away. Misses inside with the changeup. Lazy Sunday Baseball. Welcome, Wicked Quixotic. Always a pleasure to see you in the stream. Much appreciated. So far, it's not going so well for these Avengers, unfortunately. Fouls off the sinker. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Munoz. Misses. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he's late on the fastball. Racing over is I Am Groot. But he doesn't make it. So count is still 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Runner at first and second. And he just gets a piece of the fastball to stay alive. Welcome to the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for taking some of your Sunday and wasting... Oh, high strike called by the home plate umpire. And that's out number 2. 4th strikeout for Paul Bettany. I don't think Munoz likes the call. I'll be honest, I don't like it either. It's at the belt. That's high. But in any event, there are 2 outs, and up steps the leadoff man, Dustin Pedroia, who has a single and 2 at-bats. At the knees, strike 1. Dustin's hitting .278 on the season, 6 weeks into the year. Fouls off the sinking fastball. The count is no balls and 2 strikes on Pedroia. Pedroia played for the Boston Red Sox during the, I guess you could call it the turn of the century. Deep drive, but curling out of play. Count remains 0-2. I know he won at least 2 championships. Might have won 3 with the Red Sox. I'm not sure, but being a New York Yankee fan, I try to block that out. I don't like to remember those kinds of things. It involves the Boston Red Sox. So, pitch from Paul Bettany. Late on the fastball. Foul ball. Fouls off the changeup. Stays alive. It's only the top of the 3rd inning. Paul Bettany already has 57 pitches. This spot start is not going well. And again, he's late on the fastball. Turn of the century feels so long ago. I know, I'm so old. Sorry, please don't be ageist. Stay with me. Lazy fly ball. Vin Diesel is there. He makes the catch to retire the side, but 2 more runs cross the plate. After 2.5 innings of play here in Crosley Field, the home field for the Avengers, they are losing 4-0. Wicked good morning. Yes, good morning. Up steps Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., playing second base in place of Tom Holland. He's hitting only .222 on the season. Outside corner, strike 1 on Phil. Skies it to right. There's Pence, easy play. And there's 1 away. Next up is Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard was James Rhodes before Don Cheadle was. He's playing shortstop today in place of Anthony Mackie. He's only hitting .217 in part-time play. Skies at the center. It might drop in, but no. Racing in is Munoz to make the catch, and there are 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. No ageism is here. It doesn't feel that long ago. Yeah, kind of what I meant is I know that there are probably some younger streamers who are watching this stream, and I would hate to think that they would bail out on my stream because I'm so old. Please don't leave me. Strike on the outside corner. Don Cheadle, the April Rookie of the Month in the National League, because all of these Avengers have been created with rookies, seemed appropriate because they're all rookies. Every single actor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe would be playing baseball in the majors for the first time. Swing and a miss. Don Cheadle, War Machine, swings. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd. Oh, it hits him. So the inning will continue. It's a free pass for War Machine. But yes, the turn of the century doesn't feel that long ago to me either. Next up is Robert Downey Jr. Walked in the first, no official at-bat. Tony Stark. Cheadle leads off first. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count is 0-1 on Robert. Swing and a miss at the low fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Downey Jr. Runner leads off first. 4-0 lead for Chicago. Off the end of the bat, but playable. Pence makes the catch to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for John Smoltz. After 3 innings of play, it's a 4-0 lead for the White Sox. So we go to the top of the 4th inning. Up steps Hanley Ramirez. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Paul Bettany is still out there, still trying to squeeze whatever I can out of that grapefruit. That is a line drive base hit to lead off the top of the 4th from Ramirez. And I've got to go to the bullpen soon. This experiment is not working. Up next is the 3rd baseman, Anthony Rendon. He's also singled and scored a run today. Change up inside corner, strike 1. He's going, swinging and miss. Throw down to second is not in time. It is a stolen base for Ramirez. And they have a runner in scoring position now, with nobody out. Line drive to right field. Racing in is Vin Diesel. I am Groot. He makes the catch for out number 1. So next up is the left-handed hitter, Adam Dunn. Struck out, he's lined out, he's 0 for 2. Runner at second, 1 away. Sinker in there, inside corner, strike 1. Adam Dunn's been hitting .379 with runners in scoring position this season. Granted, it is only May. At the knees, strike 2. And that's a deep drive, but luckily it is a foul ball. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes on Dunn. Breaking ball low. Count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. It's a 101 mile an hour fastball. Struck him out swinging. That's strikeout number 5 for Vision. They're 2 away. Next up is Goldschmidt. He has an RBI single today. It's 2 for 2. Runner in scoring position. Pitches outside, ball 1. Changeup finds the corner. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Goldschmidt. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls off the 100 mile an hour fastball. Triple digits on the radar gun. Count remains 1-2. Deep drive to center, but playable for War Machine. Don Cheadle makes the catch to retire the side. So, after 3.5 innings of play here in Crosley Field, it is the Avengers losing 4-0 to the Chicago White Sox. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Chris Evans. He flew out in the 1st inning. Chris Evans is the catcher, and he plays Steve Rogers in the Marvel Universe. Fouls off the first pitch from John Smoltz. Strike 1. I think that hit him. Yes, it did. So it's a leadoff base runner. Gift from John Smoltz. Got him right in the oblique. So runner at first, and up steps the late, great Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. He's 0 for 1. He's 3rd baseman. If you've been living under a rock, you might not know that Chadwick, we lost Chadwick this year to colon cancer. And he's running, pitches outside, throw to second is not in time. It's a stolen base from Chris Evans. And they have a runner in scoring position now with nobody out. So pitches, the count is 1 ball and no strikes to Boseman. And that ball is high. It is far. It is gonzo. That is a 2-run home run. Wakanda forever, baby. That's home run number 4 for Chadwick Boseman. And the lead is cut in half. It's now 4-2 Chicago. Oh, yeah. T'Challa. Here's the replay. Boom. Nice. Bang. Projected 418. Just watch as it go. So next up is Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, who struck out in the second inning. Line drive almost hits the pitcher as it makes its way into center field. It is a single for the Incredible Hulk, Hulk smash. And now we have a runner at first, and the tying run will come to the plate. That's a 10-game hitting streak for Mark Ruffalo. That's when you start talking about it, when you get to 10 games. I think I need to go in and tweak Mark Ruffalo. I got to make him look a little more muscular in honor of the Incredible Hulk. Next up is Idris Elba. Flew out in the second. He is 0 for 1. And that is a line drive to right, but right there is Hunter Pence for out number 1. Next up is Vin Diesel. He's 8 for 29 on the season. He struck out in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1 today. Runner leads off first. Ground ball. Oh, dropped by the third baseman. Throws to first. Rendon, I'm not sure if they're going to give him, they should give him an error on that, I think. No, they're giving him a base hit. So runners will be at first and second with only 1 out as the pitching coach makes that slow stroll out to the mound to talk to Smoltz, calm him down a bit. So 2 runners on, 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Clark Gregg, Phil Coulson in the Marvel Universe. Pitches in the dirt, blocked nicely by Grandal. No advance in the bases. Count is 1 ball and no strikes on Phil. Late on the fastball, fouls it down the first baseline. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Phil Coulson is a part-time player. He's giving Spider-Man a day off at second base. Way out in front of the slider, out in front. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Clark Gregg. Runners lead off first and second. And that's a drive, deep drive. That ball is off the wall. Runner is headed home. He throws to the plate, but will throw late. It's an RBI double for Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. And it's a 1-run ball game on Clark Gregg's 3rd double of the season. Actually, the center fielder played it wisely. He acted as though he was going to catch the ball, and at the last moment turned around, which caused the runners to hold. So Clark Gregg gets it to be a 1-run ball game. Up next is Terrence Howard, who's 5 for 24 this season. It's only 208, but he has 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out. Pitches high, ball 1. He can score the tying run without the benefit of a base hit since there's a runner at third and less than 2 away. Late on the breaking ball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Terrence Howard was the first James Rhodes in the first Iron Man movie in 2008. He's the backup shortstop. Pitches outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Giving a day off to Anthony Mackie at short. Runners lead off second and third, 2-1 count. And that is a catch. Tagging at third is the runner. The throw by Hunter Pence is up the line. This ball game is tied at 4 on the RBI sacrifice fly by Terrence Howard. And they've come all the way back to tie the ball game. So next up is Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle is James Rhodes' number 2. Runner at third, 2 away. Tie ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. Deep drive, but it will curl out of play, strike 1. Don Cheadle's hitting .361 with runners in scoring position. Here comes the pitch from Smoltz. Pitch is outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on War Machine. It's ground ball up the middle and oh no! Brilliant play by Dustin Pedroia to save a run and retire the side. So, however, they score they score 4 runs, and at the end of 4 innings of play, this ball game is tied at 4. So let's go to the top of the 5th. Up steps Hunter Pence to lead off. He's 2 for 2 today. He has an RBI. Paul Bettany is still on the mound. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Hunter Pence played most of his career, I believe, with the San Francisco Giants. Line drive. Oh, just out of the reach. And it's going to go into the gap, and it will be a leadoff double for Hunter Pence. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game. And just like that, on the 12th double of the season for Hunter Pence, they have the go-ahead run at second base in scoring position. So, manager, bullpen. I'm going to warm up Stan Lee. I'm already warming up Josh Brolin. I'm going to go to make a mound visit just to give him a little more time, just in case the wheels fall off the wagon. Yasmani Grandal is the catcher. He has an RBI single today. He's hitting a .181, 3 homers, 9 runs batted in on the season. At the knees, strike 1. Runner leads off second. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. But he pops it up. Out of his crouch is Chris Evans. And he makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1. Next up is Mikael Franco, who has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Runner in scoring position at second. Pitch is low, ball 1. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Slow roller to the mound. Paul Bettany jumps off, makes the throw. There are 2 away. Runner moves to third base. So with 2 outs, up steps Yairo Munoz, who's 1 for 2 with a single. The go-ahead run for the White Sox is 90 feet away. He fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Munoz hitting a .160 with runners in scoring position this season. Fouls off the sinking fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And that ball is high. It is far. It is gone. It is a 2-run home run for Yairo Munoz, his 3rd of the season. And just like that, with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, the White Sox take a 6-4 advantage. Ooh. Here's the replay. Bang. All right, enough of that. So Dustin Pedroia, the leadoff hitter, turns around and, well, he doesn't turn around. The lineup turns around and he gets up again for his 4th plate appearance. He's 1 for 3 with a single. And that will be all for Paul Bettany. So 3 righties. I'm going to bring in Stan Lee, put him in the game because he's a right-handed pitcher. That'll be all for Paul Bettany. And in comes Excelsior, Stan Lee. Stan is pitched in 10 games. His record is 1-0. He has a save. His ERA is 0.77 in just over 11 innings pitched. Let's hope he can hold them at 6. That ball is high and far but foul. Strike 1 on Pedroia. Misses with the cut fastball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Two-seam fastball inside, 2-1. Chases the sinking fastball. Count will even at 2 balls and, oh no, check that. Yeah, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pardon me. Count evens at 2-2 with 2 outs. Jams him. Fouls it back. Count remains 2-2. Line drive over the head of the shortstop and will head towards the gap in left center field. He's going to make it to second. So again, here with 2 outs, a runner will be in scoring position for the White Sox. Here's the replay. No chance for Terrence Howard at shortstop to make that jumping catch, and it just splits the outfielders. Damn. All right. So next up is Hanley Ramirez. He's 2 for 3. He's 3 for 8 in this series so far. Sinking fastball finds the zone. Strike 1. Pops it up. Evans cannot make the catch. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Hanley Ramirez. Misses low. Count is 1-2. Fouls off the cut fastball. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second, top of the 5th. 2 runs across. It's a 6-4 lead for the White Sox. Here's the pitch. Chases a screwball high and strikes himself out to retire the side, but the White Sox have the lead again on this. A 2-run home run from Yairo Munoz. And then after 4.5 innings of play, it's the White Sox 6, the Avengers 4. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Up steps Robert Downey Jr. He walked in the first. Officially, he's 0 for 1.
Number 12.
Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Again, fouls pitch back behind home plate. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Iron Man. Did he check it? No, he did not. Struck him out swinging. Tony Stark giving him some lip. Doesn't like the call. But doesn't matter. There's 1 away. Up next is Chris Evans, Steve Rogers in the MCU. Bases empty, 1 out. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Late on the fastball. Count is 0-2 on Chris Evans. Ground ball to the second baseman. Pedroia fields, fires, got him. There are 2 away. So next up is Chadwick Boseman. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run in his last at-bat. 2 away, bases empty, bottom of the 5th. And he pops it up to shallow center field. Long run for the center fielder, but he will make the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for John Smoltz. And it's an official ball game, end of 5. The White Sox lead 6-4. So we'll go to the top of the 6th inning. Anthony Rendon is 1 for 3. Stan Lee Excelsior is on the mound. Screwball in there, strike 1. Chases a cut fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Rendon. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Rendon. That is a strikeout for Stan Lee. Next up is Adam Dunn. Adam struck out in his last at-bat. He's 0 for 3. Chased a 2-seam fastball. Fouled it off, strike 1. Adam Dunn is that kind of a player. He's a guy who can hit 40 homers but strike out 200 times in a season. Hope I didn't just jinx myself. Oh, maybe I did. It heads into the right field corner. Vin Diesel gets it in. It's a 1-out double for Adam Dunn, and he's 1 for 4 today. My goodness. That's double number 7 for Dunn. Here's the replay. Ouch. A lot of real estate over in that right field corner. Next up is Paul Goldschmidt. He has an RBI, 2 singles today. He's 2 for 3. Breaking ball low.
Count 1-0.
In there, strike 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Paul Goldschmidt. Out in front of the sinking fastball, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounder up the middle, racing over is Terrence Howard, throws to first in time, and there are 2 away. The runner moves to third base. So Hunter Pence is 3 for 3. He has been super hot today. An insurance run sits 90 feet away at third base, but he needs a hit to get him in. Sweeping curve misses ball 1. Hunter's hitting just over 300 with runners in scoring position. Pops it upstairs behind home plate. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Pence. Fouls it off. Count is 1 and 2 on the hitter. This is Shenanigans with RC Robbin. I am RC Robbin. I like to play baseball and lots of other crazy stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It is much appreciated. Thank you for joining me on this lazy Sunday afternoon. Just misses inside with the sinking fastball. Count will even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th. 2-run lead for the White Sox. They have a runner at third. Here comes the pitch from Stan Lee. Chases a breaking ball, strikes himself out, and the side is retired. So it's 5.5. White Sox have a 6-4 lead. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps the Incredible Hulk. Mark Ruffalo is 1 for 2 with a single. He's hitting .325 on the season.
Number 84.
And that's a hard line drive, which is run down by Hunter Pence. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, number 63.
Next up is Idris Elba, left fielder. He's 0 for 2. And it looks like a busy inning for Hunter Pence as he makes the 2nd out. 2 pitches, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, number 32.
I am Groot. Can't help myself. I love saying that. It's Vin Diesel. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Oh, it hits him. So I think that's hit batter number 3 now. So anyway, it's basically a 2-out walk as Diesel goes to first. Up next is Clark Gregg, who has an RBI double today. He's 5 for 20 on the season. He's a part-time player. Runner at first, 2 away. 6-4 lead for Chicago. Checks his swing, pitches outside, ball 1. And that's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap. It is a base hit. It will roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third and heading home is Ruffalo. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is not in time. It is another RBI double for Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's his 4th double of the season, and just like that, it is a 1-run ball game as Chicago now leads 6-5. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's pouring something. I don't know. Anyway, runner in scoring position for Terrence Howard. 2 outs. He had a sac fly in today's game. Pitches outside, ball 1. Outside, count is 2 balls and no strikes on Howard. And he pops him up. Short center field. Hanley Ramirez makes the catch to retire the side, but they get a run. Clark Gregg is hot today. 2 doubles, 2 RBI doubles. At the end of 6 innings of play, it is the White Sox 6, the Avengers 5. So here we go to the top of the 7th. The catcher, Yasmani Grandal, is 1 for 3 with an RBI. Steps up to the plate. Stan Lee is still out there working. Ground ball to the only man on the left side of the infield. Boseman throws him out. 1 away. The shift was on. 3 infielders on the right side. Boseman, the third baseman, was basically playing every position. He's playing shortstop. So, Mikhail Franco has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 3. Bases empty. 1 away. Fouls off the sweeping curve. Strike 1. And that is a bloop base hit to left center field. It is a 1-out single for Franco. And they have a runner on here in the top of the 7th. I think it's time for me to go to the bullpen and warm some people up. Bullpen. Josh Brolin is warming up, I guess. Ed Norton. I need bullpen help. These guys are all exhausted. Manager, mound visits. Up next is Yairo Munoz. He's 2 for 3 and has hit a home run in his last at-bat. I have to be careful with this guy. Screwball on the outside corner, strike 1. Pops it up out of his crouch. Jumps Chris Evans. Makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 away, up steps Dustin Pedroia, who's 2 for 4 with a single and a double. He scored a run. Runner at first. 6-5 lead for Chicago. Curveballs in the zone, strike 1. Oh, he knocks it down, picks it up, cannot get over there. It's going to be an infield single for Pedroia. That's his 3rd hit of the game. Almost came down with it, Tony Stark. Knocked it down, kept it in front of him. So there'll be runners at first and second with 2 outs now. Up next is Hanley Ramirez, who's 2 for 4. 34 pitches from Stan Lee. We got to go to the bullpen. Bullpen, Ed Norton, put him in the game. He's the guy who played the Incredible Hulk first back in 2009, Ed Norton. His ERA is 4.71. He throws hard, but not much else. Here comes the pitch. Swings at the first pitch, pops it up, right center field. There is Diesel to retire the side. So, get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. It's a 6-5 lead for the Chicago White Sox. Coming in relief for the White Sox is Tyler Webb, making his 19th appearance out of the bullpen. He has no record. His ERA is 7.71 in just over 16 innings pitched. Leading off is Don Cheadle, who's a switch hitter, now batting from the right side against the lefty, Tyler Webb. He's 0 for 2. Ground ball hard to the third baseman. Fields fires. Got him. 1 pitch, 1 away. Hit it right on the nose, but right at Anthony Rendon, the third.
Number 12.
Next up is Robert Downey Jr. Walked in the first. He's officially 0 for 2. And he yanks the changeup foul down the right field line for strike 1. Pitch is low. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Tony Stark. To the first baseman on the line, and there are 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Next up is Chris Evans. He was hit by a pitch, stole a base, scored a run. Officially, he's 0 for 2. Also a switch hitter batting from the right side. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Hard ground ball to Pedroia. Easy play. The side is retired. 1-2-3 play. 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Webb. After 7 innings of play, it's Chicago 6, Hollywood Avengers 5. So we go to the top of the 8th. Up steps the third baseman Rendon, who's 1 for 4. Ed Norton throws, and it is a line drive, base hit to center field on the first pitch here in the 8th. And the White Sox have a base runner. Next up is Anthony, check that, Adam Dunn, doubled in the 6th. He is 1 for 4. Pulls the slider foul, strike 1. It's 1 for 8 in this series so far. Grounder up the middle, 2nd for 1, back to first, not in time. It's a fielder's choice, out at 2nd. Dunn will take over at first base, and there's 1 away. Wasn't hit hard enough. Terrence Howard to Clark Gregg, and over to Robert Downey Jr., not in time. So next up is Paul Goldschmidt, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Lazy fly ball to center. There is Don Cheadle, and there are 2 away. Starter comparison between John Smoltz and Paul Bettany. As you can see, neither one of them did a very good job. 13 hits in 4 innings pitched for Vision. He spot started today, right before the game started. Sam Jackson had an injury, so bullpen reliever Paul Bettany had to come in, spot start, did his best. But next up is Hunter Pence. He's 3 for 4, 2 outs, runner at first, 1-run ball game. Checks his swing, but it's in there, strike 1. Out in front of the slider, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Hunter Pence. Hard ground ball, base hit through the left side, and there'll be 2 runners on and 2 away. Hunter Pence has hit number 4 today. He's 4 for 5. He is on fire. Oof. No chance for Terrence Howard at short. So next up is Yasmani Grandal, who has an RBI single today. And this is a big moment in the game. So manager of bullpen, I think I'm going to warm up Paul Rudd. I'm going to bring the man who played Thanos in the Marvel Universe. I'm going to bring Josh Brolin in to pitch to the left-hander. Oh, wait a minute. Yasmani Grandal's a switch hitter. I think I just made a tactical mistake. Whatever. Grandal, a switch hitter, bats from the right side against the lefty. Checks his swing, 2-seam fastball in there, strike 1. Chases a split finger fastball and misses it. Counts quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And he jams him. Tony Stark makes the catch to retire the side. So it works out. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on at the end of 8 innings of play. It's the Chicago White Sox 6, the Hollywood Avengers 5. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 8th. In relief is Keone Keela, making his 14th appearance for the White Sox. He has no record. His ERA is 6.75. Leading off is Chadwick Boseman, who's 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer today.
For the Avengers, the third baseman, number 20.
And that's a line drive, base hit to left. It will 1 hop off the wall. Big turn at first, he's heading to second. The throw to second is not in time, it's offline, and it's a leadoff double for Chadwick Boseman, his second hit of the ball game, and the tying run is at second base in scoring position. Boom. So next up is the Incredible Hulk. Mark Ruffalo is 1 for 3 with a single. Nice. And that is a line drive base hit. He rounds third and heads home. The throw to the plate is offline. It is an RBI, game-tying Single from Mark Ruffalo, Hulk smash, and this ball game is tied at 6 here in the bottom of the 8th. Oh yeah! You won't like me when I'm angry. Ah! Next up is Idris Elba, runner at first, still nobody out. The White Sox bullpen is getting active. Yes. Just gets a piece of the curveball, fouls it off for strike 1. Yes. Pitches inside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Left-hander Jesse Biddle and right-hander Carlos Estevez are warming in the White Sox bullpen, getting loose. This is a tie ball game against Keon Keela. In the dirt, knocked away, quick throw to first. Obviously, Ruffalo is not going anywhere. He doesn't have a lot of speed. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Hemedal. Ground ball, 4, 6, 3, double play. And just like that, there are 2 away. Ugh. Here's the replay. Pedroia over to Hanley Ramirez, and then back to Paul Goldschmidt to complete the double play. So next up is Vin Diesel, 1 for 2. He scored 2 runs today. And that is a base hit up the middle. I am Groot. It's a 2-out single for Vin Diesel. And the inning will continue. Do I want a pinch run? No, I do not. I do not win on pinch run. Up next is Phil Coulson, who has 2 RBI doubles today. Can't take him out. He's been hot. But this time he skies an easy fly ball to right field. Pence makes the catch to retire the side. But the Avengers tie the ball game in the bottom of the 8th inning. We go to the 9th. This ball game is tied at 6. Oh yeah. Chicago has 19 hits. Oh my God. What a mess. So leading off the top of the 9th is Mikhail Franco, who's 2 for 4 with an RBI. Slow roller to Clark Gregg at second. Easy play. And there's 1 away. Next up is Yairo Munoz. Is 2 for 4 with a home run today. His 3rd of the season. Curveball low, ball 1. Fastball in there, count 1 ball and 1 strike on Munoz. Pulls it foul into the seats, count is 1 and 2. To the mound, Thanos throws to first, and there are 2 away. So with 2 outs, the lineup turns over. Dustin Pedroia is 3 for 5 today. He has been hot. 2 outs, bases empty. Swings and misses at the fastball, strike 1. It's the top of the 9th, tie ball game at 6. Swing and a miss, the 2-seam fastball, count is 0-2. The Avengers have won the first game of this 3-game series 9-4, and this is the 2nd game. Backhanded by Terrence Howard, long throw, in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 9th for Thanos. After 8.5, it's a tie ball game at 6. We go to the bottom of the 9th.
Your attention, please.
Jesse Biddle, the left-hander, comes in relief for the White Sox. His 21st appearance. His record is 0-4 with a 5.70 earned run average. Leading off is Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard is not going to hit. Manager, bullpen. No, not bullpen, not bullpen. Well, first of all, you know what? Bullpen's a good idea. Wait. Bullpen. I have Paul Rudd warming up. You know what? Yeah, I got to have Paul Rudd warming up. Okay, manager, substitution. Sorry for the confusion. Brain fried for a second. Okay, so Terrence Howard is a switch hitter, and he's a shortstop. I would rather Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie needs to come in and pinch hit for Terrence Howard. Anthony Mackie plays Sam Wilson in the Marvel Universe, and I will keep my mouth shut about what his superhero name is for those of you that have not watched Disney Plus yet. So, 310, 3 homers, 23 runs batted in. And that is a line drive base hit here in the bottom of the ninth to lead off the half inning. Let's see the replay. Crack. Next up is Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle's 0 for 3 today. Pitches low, ball 1. Don Cheadle plays James Rhodes in the MCU. Runner leads off first. Here comes the pitch. Pitch out, but no steal. No stealing attempt. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on War Machine. And he's late on the fastball, 96 on the radar gun, and the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner leads off first. And that is a line drive into right field. It is a base hit. The runner will make it from first to third, and it will be first and third. The winning run here in the bottom of the ninth will be at third base with nobody out on the base hit by Don Cheadle to set the stage. Crack. Next up is Robert Downey Jr., the man who started it all in 2008 with the first Iron Man film. Without him, the MCU probably would not exist. He steps up, left-handed hitter against lefty batter. The winning run is 90 feet away. The infield is in. And it will be a walk-off, game-winning single from Robert Downey Jr., and this ball game belongs to the Avengers 7-6. They've won the first 2 games of this 3-game series at home against the Chicago White Sox. Their record is now 27-15. Here is the winning hit from Robert Downey Jr. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I just got breakfast burritos from Taco Bell. Howard the Duck started the MCU. Yeah, Howard the Duck started the MCU. Yeah, it was Robert Downey Jr., and I'm sticking to my story. So, thank you everyone for watching. Let's go to the winner. Well, listen, obviously, Chadwick Boseman did his part, and he's giving the award of the player of the game. But of course, a special nod, honorable mention to Robert Downey Jr. with the good game. This was tense for a bit, yes, but we win. Good game. Thank you everybody for joining me. Chadwick Boseman is given honorable mention. I think honorable mention should go to Tony Stark for that walk-off hit in the bottom of the 9th inning. Josh Brolin gets the win out of the bullpen. He's 2-0. Jesse Biddle takes the loss. He's 0-5. So, the Hollywood Avengers, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Chicago White Sox, 6 runs, 19 hits, and no errors. Again, the win, Josh Brolin. The loss, Jesse Biddle. Chadwick Boseman gets player of the game hardware. This has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball on MLB The Show 20 for PlayStation 4. This is a created franchise. I intend to play every inning of every game. No skipped innings, no simulated games until I get to, hopefully, the playoffs, fingers crossed, and the World Series. This was game number 42, the final here on a lazy Sunday afternoon on the PlayStation Network. The Hollywood Avengers win 7-6. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back later on today to play a different game. Please subscribe to the channel so you get the alert, and check out my other playlists. Thanks so much. Have a great day.